Richter asks, what are the possibilities of painting? Is painting legitimate or not? And we never settle into his answer because the question is posed in different ways again and again.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us to see this wonderful painting by Gerhard Richter. You, of course, put together that wonderful show at Tate with Nick Sirota. What do you feel seeing this picture here today?
Well, I think it's gorgeous. It's so atmospheric and so thought-provoking for many reasons.
Standing in front of the picture, you have the feeling that it's the middle of summer. I suppose we're standing in the room as if we were Richter out on his walk. It's really like a bucolic Germanic scene, but with Richter always, there is more that is happening than just a representation of a photograph.
I mean, he'd been making paintings from photographs by this point for 25 years almost. Sometimes they were his family photographs. He's also, in many of the first landscapes, thinking of just holiday snaps. While this is related to a whole tradition of landscape painting, actually the scene is curiously ordinary. And so the old ideas of landscape that lead you in a Caspar David Friedrich painting to a distant mountainscape, and you're positioned looking over that really sublime landscape, they're twisted in an interesting way by him. I mean, this is a painting where you've got a barn right in the center. He would have been aware, of course, whole histories of art from Munch to Monet, of artists who are thinking about red structures in nature, but also haystacks. It reminds me some of those Poussin paintings which have built structures in them as well, in the midground, just like this one. And there's a greater sense of permission he gives himself to make a beautiful painting rather than a troubled painting about the genre of landscape. Is this just one more genre for him to practice? Or is he painting this because he feels an emotional connection to this scene and to the memory of that summer a year and a half later when he paints it? I would say in front of the painting that it's really moody and really evocative, and that it doesn't feel cold and it doesn't feel the quotation of the genre of landscape,
yes,
but more a very felt painting.
In a way, he says that he doesn't want you to read too much into it from a biographical perspective or an emotional perspective. He wants that slight distancing effect, but I tend to agree with you. I think in spite of this aspect of quotation almost to mystify his own feelings, nevertheless, he creeps into the picture. For me, Richter is an artist that every chapter of his career could really be a full body of work for the lifetime of another artist. These paintings are always made alongside abstract pictures. And in the first exhibition in 1984 where this painting was shown, of course that was true. And I suppose that's also coupled with probably a period of personal contentment. Isa Genskin and Richter, I think they were married in '82. In '85, exploding onto the scene in America must have felt extraordinary. And I think that it is soon after then that the Emily and Jerry Spiegel collection acquired this picture. I think the Spiegels were some of the first great collectors in America to be buying German post-war art in a meaningful way.
Before you know it, there are important American museums that are really paying attention to him.
In '82 and '83, Richter plays with some of the tropes of art history. Do you think this is all intentional?
When art historians look at the way he painted in the early '80s, candles, skulls, apples, they ask whether he is quoting the tropes of art history in quite a cold and distant, even ironic way. Other people have used the skull to stand for mortality and so on, or whether he's painting those things because he feels it himself at that time. What makes his work so compelling still is that there isn't an answer to that. They're both of those answers and more.